Dude, if you're seeing this right now, you're watching the Party with Marty.
Yeah.
We're here to party with Marty!
Oh, you caught me with my K-pop. Hey, welcome back to the Party with Marty show. All my party maniacs out there. I was just drinking out of our Adorators, our kpopcrazy.com collection. This week is special to me because of this day, and we'll get into that during the show. A couple of surprises. One, I'm got this big old box. Well, I'll wait and mention it later. But we got some fun stuff lined up this week, next week, and the week after, and probably forever. So you came to the right place to have a good time. We always have a good time with the Party with Marty podcast. Hypothetically, the best ever. And to bonus that, we have hypothetically the best producer and co-host in Greek Savage.
What's going on, Marty? I see you got that box. You got a knife already in there, stabbed in there?
Yeah. I haven't finished opening it. It's taped so much.
I got a surprise for you, though.
I mean, I guess because if it set out in the rain, it wasn't going to get it. Whatever's in it wet.
I'm just glad it's there. It's safe. It's sound. And the man that actually sent you that package is here. I'm going to bring him here. His name is Mike Knick from Major Bendy's. Him, Matt Cardona, Brian Myers, the most incredible toy company. And he sent that to you, Marty. Thank you.
Oh, Mike, thanks, brother. Let me see what we.
Yeah. It was just
I couldn't get it open. It was taped so damn much.
Oh, nice.
Oh, I can use these for sushi trays.
That's awesome.
Okay. Holy shit. Oh, man, I feel like it's Christmas.
Yeah. Oh. Show the world. By the way, incredible detail on these figures.
Damn.
Yeah.
Get that glare off of it.
Let's go full screen for that one. Look at this.
Oh, wow, man. That's the first
beautiful.
time I've seen it.
So nice. We got to show it twice, man, because I got one too.
You got one for you.
You got one. We all got one. You make sure you go on over to majorbendys.com and pick up even more. The new line you guys have is absolutely incredible.
Thank you. Yeah. This was series 3, and I think once people got Marty Jannetty in their hand, the series is kicked off. So we'll probably end up doing another Marty Jannetty because I don't think enough people ordered the first one.
I think we need to do a barbershop edition for sure.
That's a good idea.
Sometime down the future, we'll probably have to do the Party with Marty podcast edition because Savage is going to need a figure eventually. I'll give myself another 5 years though.
Maybe not that long.
Okay,
I got to share the set down with MJ in the house there.
It's such a stick figure, Marty. Look at the detail, Marty. What do you think about this figure?
Oh, it's worth looking at. The details are unbelievable. Those were some people thought it was clown pants because they had tassels everywhere, not just on the side. But those were a couple of my favorite. Those types there were our favorite because it was rockerish to us.
Yeah.
So Mike, y'all got some good work going on, bro.
Yes, man. Top of the line stuff.
I appreciate it.
No, we appreciate you. Thank you so much for sending us the package. You got anything cooking that you want to let everybody know? Where can everybody follow you personally too?
Everyone can follow me on all social medias, Canic89, and then there's also Major Bendy's separate account on Instagram. And right now on majorbendys.com, we have the Extreme Series 2 Major Bendy's set up for pre-order. The pre-order is the order, just like this Marty Jannetty.
Marty Jannetty was to go off the top rope.
I attacked myself.
So, yeah, check it out. We have Dusty Rhodes, which is incredible. So,
Be right back. Right here.
yeah.
Right here.
It's awesome figure, man. I mean, you guys have so much potential. Are you guys gonna make any rings or anything like that? Accessories? Major Bendy. You guys should have Major Bendy rings, Major Bendy announce tables, Major Bendy accessories, chairs, hardcore stuff. Let's have a conversation. I'll help you make a few more $1 million, maybe a couple of billion. You know,
We do that
my
too.
way.
Yeah,
You know, I got ideas for days.
It's in the pipeline, but not in the pipeline. We've spoken about it. We just haven't put
Damn glare.
a
Kicked
set
it into gear.
date on it. Yeah.
Okay. I love it, man. Take over the world, man. You're gonna be at WrestleCon?
I'll be at WrestleCon and Squared Circle Expo.
Definitely come by and say hello, please. We'll be
Yeah,
there.
Yeah,
Definitely.
absolutely.
Yeah, I'd like
Yep.
to shake your hand, brother, and give you a hug, a bro hug.
Well, we've had a few beers together in the past already.
See, that's my problem. I forget shit when I drink.
Must have been something good.
Yeah, it was in Dallas. My cousin
Oh,
might have gotten you out of the fountain.
Oh yeah, I knew you looked familiar. I got a picture from that weekend.
Are you going to
Yeah,
Mania
yeah.
night one?
Yeah.
Oh, you're going to. Of course, you're going to Mania. He wants Cody to
Yeah.
finish his story, doesn't he? I bet he does.
I am wearing a Cody shirt, but I'm a big Rock guy, so
Okay, good. Got to be nice to the
Yeah.
Rock, man. He's making all that money.
exactly.
Maybe we can go get
Yeah.
a drink again. Saturday
Yes,
night or
absolutely.
Friday night. I'll be in town. Me and Marty will be in town all weekend long. And,
Absolutely.
I'm
Yeah,
sure
find a
Marty
good
can.
sushi place.
Marty can introduce you to a lot of kinds of sushi.
Oh, beefcakes.
Okay.
They sent a picture. Him and Missy sent me a picture. I mean, it's a damn boatload of shrimp. It's like on a wooden boat thing. And that was this morning. I've been craving it ever since. Our Adorator's going to try to swing by and bring me some.
I got to take him to Don Pepe's for the baked clam. Ever been to Don Pepe's?
I have been to Don Pepe's.
Okay, let me know
Don
when
Pepe's
you're
is
ready for some
incredible.
more clams. Let me know when you're ready for some more clams. All you
Alright,
can eat.
sounds
It
good.
is good.
Yes. Just don't take any selfies with Marty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got in trouble.
Yeah.
You cannot be taking selfies. I wasn't even taking a selfie. I was trying to get the three mob bosses back there. But I mean, like, you were like, they'll kill you, man. Don't do that.
Yeah. I wouldn't do that at all, man. But appreciate you stopping by, Mike. I know you're a busy
Yep.
man. Thank you so much
Yep.
again for sending me the figure and Marty the figure, and we'll see you
Thank
soon.
you, brother.
No problem.
Can't
Thank
wait to see you,
Have a great
man.
one.
All right,
See
you
ya.
too, brother. All right.
Bye.
Take care, brother.
All right.
That guy's awesome, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember him now from Dallas. I knew he looked familiar, and I'm like, well, have I ever met him? You know, because
Very cool.
yeah. And
Very cool.
then
Very cool.
when he said to Dallas, I was like, oh yeah, that's right.
This
Yeah,
will be one figure that I probably never sell.
Yeah, me too. I got a couple more for families.
I'm
And-
keeping
and-
this one.
Yeah. And put one up on the rack back there.
That
But,
one's special, man. Let me know when you're
yeah.
ready to start rolling, man, because you said you had a lot to get into this week. Obviously, what is this, the 20th anniversary of the
19.
Rockers?
19
19?
on this date, 19 years ago, was a rocker
19 years
reunion.
ago.
And
This right
it's-
here.
Yeah.
Who's
And
that?
the girl right there, Shay. Well, that's the one that I was seeing at the time. That she made the trip with me there, and so did my boy Bobby, was one of my students that was already good before he got to me. But my best student ever. I always said that, Bobby Sanford, and he introduced me to Shay, but it was just like a friend introduction, and it was. That's all, because he was trying to, it was his friend, but he wanted more than that. And when we met, she came, right after me, and poor Bobby, man, his feelings were hurt. Like, hang on, man, because he's her age. At the time, I was 42, maybe 43, 44, somewhere in there, and she was 24. And and him too. They went to Florida A&M together, FAMU. And you know, he never said it, but I mean, and we're like best friends. We still talk all the time. But I could see the look on his face. I could imagine you've been trying to get with this girl for years, couple years, and you introduced me to her, and then she runs right up on me. You know, so I was thinking, poor Bobby's probably sitting there going, man, she's left me for this old white man. But
it's okay. I'm sure a lot of people are getting used to hearing that now. I got dumped for old white man named Marty Jannetty.
Well, not that you don't, but yeah, man. But it was that Rocker reunion was the most special, pretty much most special.
How much heads up notice did you get about that reunion?
Well, if let's run it back a little. Sean and I had gotten back in touch off of a phone call that I'd mentioned this before, probably on here, that I was contemplating ending it all because I'd had enough of all the. This ain't GAT; it's worse than that. GAT's okay; you can deal with GAT.
Ultra GAT.
What's that?
Ultimate GAT.
Yeah, it's GAT on steroids.
Shit.
Yeah, and so I was contemplating walking down the street. I was contemplating. It wasn't a matter of if I was going to do it. It was a matter of how I was going to do it and where, so that nobody would find me. My family wouldn't know. Nobody had to get their feelings hurt. I'm just missing and never showed up. And I decided I was going to buy the biggest pile of cocaine and just snort until my heart busted. But then I got to figure out, as I'm walking down the street one night, contemplating all this, I was already decided what I was going to do. I just got to I'm trying to figure out a place to do it. Do I get a boat and go out in the ocean, way out, and then dive in or something?
Jesus Christ.
or
it's pretty hardcore, man.
Or I go to Hawaii and go up on one of them tall mountains. How I do this? And I threw a question to, if you want to say God. I always say the higher power, but we'll go with God since most people go with that. And I was saying, look, man, you see, I'm going to do this. If you don't think I should, and you don't want me to, and you got more plans for me, you got to let me know. And I need to know before I get back to the house, because I had a cell phone that was my roommates, Rod the Bod boys. We were all staying together, and I had to borrow his phone because I'd thrown mine against the wall and broke it. Oh. So I was using carried his phone in case I wanted to call. I had called my girlfriend and my brother, not Shay, a different girlfriend at this time. I'm not going to say Kia's name, and I shouldn't have said Shay's name. Sorry about that. And I won't say her name. Okay. I talked to her. I talked to my brother, and so it was sort of our last time to get to talk to him. Well, it made me cry. Yeah, I cry a lot lately. It must be the CTE. But
you got emotions. You got to let them out. That's what
this is for. I got emotions about this big bulldog head I got. I just started back working out 4 days ago.
You look like you're ready to clothesline the shit out of somebody.
I look like a madman. But yeah, my brother, he didn't really catch on that. I didn't want him to catch on, but it was crazy to me because he's quicker and smarter and, some common sense and street smarter than anybody else I know. My dad, but he's gone, He didn't get it, so I was like, okay, good. He don't, but it was, for me, it was my goodbye. And then I called her, same thing. Man, she called him while I was. He's like, you stop thinking like that. You stop thinking like that. You're not going to go do something. I didn't say it was, because I know what you're talking about. And so I was surprised she called on, where my brother didn't. But so I took that walk with the phone, so in case I wanted to call someone else. Like, yeah, maybe I should say bye to this one or that one. And then I did the thing with, I don't know, you say a prayer, but the talk with the higher power, saying to let me know if you want me staying here. And then a light went out, which was usually a signal for me when I ride on a light post. And I looked up and I said, "Nah, that's not going to work. That don't tell me yes or no. Got to do something because I'm pretty stupid. You got to make it obvious." Right? And walking, nothing. I don't know what I was waiting for, something to fall out of the sky or what. But the phone rang and I looked at it, recognized the number. So I'm like, shit, because I had to get back so Rod could get his call. And when I got back there, right at the door, before entering, I turned around and said, "Fuck you. I knew you wouldn't want to do shit." And then, excuse my language. And I went in, gave Rod his phone, said, "You had a call, bro." They left the message and he's listening to it and his face is going white. And I'm like, "What the fuck call did he get?" Sorry about the cussing. I'll try to cut it out. But so he goes, "Brother, you need to hear this." I go, "Okay." And we replayed it. It was Shawn Michaels. We had not talked in 6 years. Hadn't seen each other, hadn't talked. And he left a message inviting me to AIM, which is a ministry, Athletes International Ministry, AIM, in Phoenix, Arizona. And he said he wanted me to be his guest. I turned and said, "Holy shit." If you're talking to the higher power and you say, "Show me a sign," and somebody's calling you to go to a ministry with them, Sean, bro, I was a believer from there on. Holy shit. Good. I don't have to do this now. So went out to Phoenix, and we did. Sean ended up baptizing me there. I think we were there for 3 days. Yeah, see the one on the right, one on the left was that same day earlier. That night, that was in the evening. He dunked me under the water, baptized me. And Scott Simpson, remember Nikita Koloff?
Yeah.
You can't see him in the picture, but he was to the left dunking somebody. And Sting was there one day. I don't know if it was this day. And yeah, Sting gave me a good piece of advice too. I told him, I said, "Man, ain't no way I'm gonna get away from the partying. And then I'm trying to do this. How do I do that?" And he said, "Just remember this. You got a wolf here and a wolf here. The one you feed the most is going to grow the most." So I was like, okay, religion, feed that wolf and it'll grow. It was pretty good. And I did that for like 3 weeks. And then all of a sudden, bam, right back into the party. Yeah, because women is my weakness, or always were my weakness.
It's not easy, man. That takes a lifetime of commitment, and you have to stick to it for like at least a year before real change can take effect. It's hard.
Oh, it took effect pretty quick because within 3 weeks, Sean called me or Vince called me. I don't remember which one was first, but they both called and said, "Hey, would you be interested in doing a rocker reunion?" Well, yeah.
Yeah.
But don't forget, y'all, kpopcrazy.com makes everything, makes all these little
You were
trinkets.
telling me something about 48 hours before the reunion.
Oh, yeah, the 48 leading up to it. So, I got the call when they asked me, and I'm like, yes. And it wasn't even a question. Yeah, leave them there for a second. I went down to, I was wearing blonde streaks in my hair. You got that picture, that slide of me and Robert Gibson?
I believe so.
With the blonde streaks where I had, right there. See how hair streaked right there? It had worn out. And I was wanting to put that back in before I went to WrestleMania. The reunion. And so the only person I could find right away that would be able to do it that was worth a shit, because the ones in Tallahassee, nah. But so we had to drive down to Tampa from Tallahassee. It's about 4 hour drive, maybe 5, something like that.
Solid drive just to get some hair work done. Yeah.
Yeah, because Pat Tanaka's girlfriend at that time was a hairdresser. That's what she's done her whole life. And she was like, "Yeah, come on down here. I'll get it." So 2 days before the show, we drove down there. And she called it, what you can see in the ring with and the next night was that match with Kurt Angle. I mean, you could see the hair streaks. But we drove down there, got that done. The one, of course, we hung out and partied a little bit with Tanaka and his girlfriend. And then we had to head back the next day. And we kept hanging around. We didn't want to leave because we hadn't seen each other in a while. And then it was getting dark. And then so we got like, let's go before we have to drive home the whole way in the dark. Not that that's a big deal, but we'd rather drive in the daylight. So we're going back. Dark. It's after about an hour and a half, 2 hours, it's pitch black, and we're on I forget what highway, but it don't matter. And we'll come up over a hill, to where you can't see. You don't know. You can see lights, hopefully, from other cars. But as we top the hill, all right, now throw the deer up. That was sitting right in the middle of the road, that first one. And Shay was driving. I drove down there. She said she would drive back. So she's driving. And we've seen the deer, I mean, just as you top the hill. And he's standing just like that. Look, you know how to get deer in the headlight? That's just what he did. He's just stopped and looked like that. And I thought, oh, no. I didn't want to hit him, but I didn't want us to wreck either. And Shay, I mean, she shocked the hell out of me, how she handled it. He swerved the wheel to the left, got around him, but put it back up real quick. See that one back there? There was another one. And when she swerved, he was standing like pretty much positioned like that. So when she swerved to the left and did so good not to hit the first one, I couldn't believe it. Then boom, tore the shit out of the second one, and then the car's going gang, 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 because the radiator got knocked into the fan and busted that open and did it up. We couldn't drive. We're in the middle.
Damn. How fast was she going?
Not that fast, but 65-ish, 70.
Fast
That's why it was amazing how she handled that.
Yeah.
There was a lot of things about her amazing, and some of them good and some of them bad, but you got to take the good with the bad, right? But so it's like 4 a.m. We're waiting for a tow truck, and I've got to get the flight out of Tallahassee to go to Atlanta for the Rocker reunion in the morning, like 7 a.m.
So the Rocker reunion's Monday. This is a Friday now that you're talking about?
No, this was the day with the wreck with the deer was the night before the show.
Okay, so that was Sunday.
Yeah, because it was in Atlanta on Monday night, Monday Night Raw. So that would have been Sunday night with the deer. And at 4 a.m, we're still waiting on a wrecker. And we're, I'm thinking, gosh, the flight's at 7. You got to check in an hour early. So now, man, I'm looking at the clock and panicking. Finally, the truck shows up, and we actually one of her friends came with them, with a Shay's friend. I didn't say her name. That's not her name. But one of her friends drove with the truck and got us. So we got in the car with her and tried to hurry. Time we got back to Tallahassee, flight's gone. And I'm like, I just got invited back to WWE, and on a big deal, a Rocker reunion, and I missed the flight. I was like, I'm not going to tell him. I told Shay, I said, I'll rent a car. I didn't say Shay. I said, I'll rent a car. Bobby wanted to go too. Bobby's my student. Did you show that picture yet?
No,
not yet. Three guys, my students.
Yeah.
Bobby witnessed all of this. Not the deer part, but
up right now.
Okay, yeah. But Bobby that's the one. Is it the guy in the green shirt on the right?
Yeah.
That one on the left, that's Boogeyman. When he would go out, he would cover his face because he didn't have his face paint on. That's old school, bro. That's
baby.
It.
Yeah.
But yeah, Bobby, the green shirt. He became the Florida senator. He still wrestles around now. He still wrestles around, but yeah, he became the Florida senator.
That's
and
cool.
yeah, so I rented the car. He wanted to go. He goes, "Can I go?" I'm like, "Yeah, come on." And so me and that girl, I can't remember her name. It starts with an S. HAE. I don't know how you say that, but we took off in a little Thunder Chicken, or them Thunderbird looking cars, what do you call it? Whatever. Little
Thunderbird.
Well, no, that one just looks like a damn small, like the car that carries coffins. It looks like a smaller
Hearse.
version of
Isn't that like a fucking family station wagon?
Well, you know, it's a small one. It ain't got but 4 cylinders. It don't go very fast.
Hatchback.
We'll go with that. Yeah.
All right, whatever. A fucking hatchback. Excuse my language.
Yeah. So now we're going to try to drive to Atlanta from Tallahassee, which wasn't that bad. Like maybe a 4-hour drive. Yeah, about that, 4.5.
Okay.
And you know, I'm driving because, like, yeah, I am going to go a little faster. I got to get there because, like, you got to be at TV at about 2:00, or unless they change it, it might be 1, might be 3. I don't know what they're doing now, but I needed to get there by 2.
You're doing all this so this way you can get there. Make sure this Rockers reunion between you and Sean takes place.
Yeah, I think that was after it. That right there, we were signing that. We were doing a Rocker reunion signing.
But that's you with your new hair right there, right? That's that after the hair job.
It could be.
It has to be.
It probably is. But yeah, so I'm driving that. Man, I actually liked them, but they once I drove it, it's like, man, this thing ain't got no power. Whatever it was cool looking when it first came out. It looks like a doorstop coming at you. But yeah, so I'm driving, and man, my 2 friends there, you know, him and her, they were just having the best time cutting up, telling jokes, pinching each other, you know, lollygagging around. And I'm sitting over there stressed out because I want to hurry up and get in Atlanta in time, you know, so they don't know I missed my flight. You know, it was like, we bring him back and he missed the flight. Because they wasn't going to believe the damn deer story.
This basically almost didn't happen.
No, it was going to happen if I had to walk. So when it hitchhiked, it was going to happen. But yeah, it was in jeopardy. And man, I drove to the east side of Atlanta to the Marriott, where that's where they had us room. So I was going to check in. We're going to check in. You know, if they want to go to TV with me, they can come. Or if they want to stay at the room, get in there. And I'm asking for reservations, and they're like, "We don't have nothing for you." The hell you don't? Look, I handed the piece of paper, the itinerary they sent. They said, "Oh, that's the one by the arena. You're the wrong one." God damn it! What's the address on here? Is this the address? Yeah, they put the wrong address. You're staying over there. That hotel is right by the arena. So now I'm really panicked. I was hoping to get in time, and that's why I was driving so fast, so I could try to take like a 2-hour nap, because I have not slept now in 48 hours, and or you know up to match time was right at 48 hours because. And talk about a nerve. You know, nerves will wear you out faster than working out will. Nerves will. You feel like you just ran 20 miles. You know, over a little bit of nerves. And I was a wreck. I was a nervous wreck. I was out of energy. We finally got over to the hotel, and I could get 30 minutes of sleep. Like why try? So I said, I thought, y'all want to go or you want to stay? So they went with me over to the arena, and I'm still going off no sleep, would stress out the ass for 2 days. And, you know, backstage, you know, I wanted to get Bobby back there to see the boys, you know, because he was in heaven, you know, because he's in the business at the indie level. And was big hope was to get there, of course. And, you know, and then with that girl that I can't remember her name, starts with an S.
I can't remember it either. I forgot.
Yeah, I mean, I've said it so many times. Does it matter now? That's not actually her whole name. I'm not going to say her whole name, but it's Moshe, but we call her Shay for short. But I can't tell you all that.
Yeah,
but
don't tell us that. No.
Yeah, but so what's her name? McMahon. Shit.
Linda, Vince, Stephanie,
Vince's daughter.
Steph, Stephanie.
Yeah, she come running up and was like hugged. Was
she came running? She came running.
Well, not running. Yeah, walking fast.
When you said she came running to, I'm just thinking of Baywatch and replacing the person with Stephanie. You know how she's like running.
You know, Stephanie was. She was. I think she liked me as a teenager. Yeah, that's why Vince came and. Vince came.
Was this before or after the boob job?
when she was 15. It was probably before.
No, oh yeah.
Oh, you talking about when she came running up?
Yeah, when she came running.
And it wasn't really running; it was just a fast walk.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I didn't try to look at that because I'd had the girl I thought I was going to be with for a long time with me. So obviously, but you can't have girls.
But she was probably ecstatic to see you though, Steph.
Yeah. Triple H was too, and everybody, man. I mean, we're all family. Whether I'm being good or bad, we're still family. If I'm in or out, we're still family. You know, and Triple, Vince, everybody was so, just so nice to me. I was like, I felt so happy again. I'm like, I'm back. I'm home. I'm finally home because that's my home more than my home is. It was on the road with the boys and the business. And but you can't bring girlfriends backstage. Okay. And that girl, its name starts with an S. We would have been talking about possibly would we ever look into marriage. You got that picture of her again?
Yeah,
of the girl. We can't say her name.
I don't remember her name, but yeah, I'm pretty sure I have the picture.
Yeah, she actually was pushing for it. Yeah, the girl, the one on the right. That's not a girl.
No, was she backstage? Was this picture taken backstage?
No. No, I probably got a raise.
How cool would that be? Like you're in the ring right there like that, and then she's backstage. It's great.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of. No, she actually came out in the audience. So
I bet she did come.
Stop it. So I told Stephanie I felt bad for lying to her, but the way she reacted afterwards made it even more special. You know, when Shay's there and she goes, "Who you got with you?" I said, "Well, that's my brother-in-law, and this is my wife, Shay." And Stephanie's like, "Oh, wow!" And she hugged Shay and Bobby. You know, so I was shooting, and then she turned and she told whoever was catering or whatever in the back, running, the side guys taking care of everything. Anything any of these people need, you get it immediately. That's not even exaggerating. That's how she said it. I'm like, wow. I mean, if I wouldn't have said I was married, would she have still been that accommodating? But she was, man. She made me so happy. And I was glad to see she was that way, didn't take the racial stance or anything. Yeah, she was just like, she was all happy about it. And then Bobby is now my brother-in-law, right? Because they are best friends. But so I got my brother-in-law, my wife, hypothetically, and then I had to go out to the ring. Just wanted to talk to us, about our match, which was against La Resistance. Yeah, thanks. So we went out there and made sure. I think they didn't think that I was doing much on my 5 years away, or it's probably been 7 years since I've been one of them, if not longer. But now about 7. But I was running a wrestling school and doing shows, independent shows. So running the wrestling school, I'm always hands-on. I don't like sitting outside telling somebody what to do, having somebody else show them hands-on. I think my students, they always did in Houston and Tallahassee.
Is this is that them, the students?
That's Orlando at Larry Zabisco School.
Oh, okay.
And look at this, Virgil. Oh man, I miss Virgil.
He's Virgil.
Yes, sir. But Larry Zabisco School, I did a seminar that day, and those kids there would tell you, like he got in there, bumped around with us. So I mean, I was in shape when I went for the reunion. Because Vince wanted to see me hit. Last time you hit the ropes 3 days ago. But let me see. Boom, 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 back and forth. He goes, oh, okay, you stayed conditioned. Good for you. And I was like, yeah, I'm more than conditioned, bro. I can still go. And then, so it ended, and Shay, oh shit, the girl with the S, and Bobby's okay. There's no problem with saying his name. They're sitting out there watching everything, like just taking it all in.
They're getting ready to watch this on Monday Night Raw.
That right there, yep.
By the way, the full match is out there on YouTube if you want to look it up. Rockers versus La Resistance.
Yeah, and now that you know what's going on, what's going into it. So again, now I'm staying focused all day. Had to do some promos. You always do on TV day. You get a ton of promos you got to go cut. Radio stations, TV stations. You know, you're yakking all day long to people, and then you get to think about your match finally. And
it's a process.
Yeah, it's a hell of a process too. So yeah, you know, and when you're so consumed with what's in front of you, what you got to do in that moment, you forget you're tired. But the body didn't. The body didn't forget you're tired. So yeah, man, I that night, that evening when we were on, after all the other stuff, right before we went out to go to the ring, all of a sudden my legs just got heavy as hell. I'm like, oh man, that's the worst for an athlete when your legs. And as you get older, that's the first thing that goes is your legs.
Yes.
As far as strength and stamina. So every time I pick up a thigh, it's like I'm lifting 200 pounds on each one. And but Sean and I, he was come here, Marty, and we went into a little closet. And I got scared, like, why you got me in the closet for? He was, no, nothing like that. No, let's say a prayer. I said, all right, go ahead. And he said a prayer. I don't think I was. No, I ain't gonna say. There was one weird part of the prayer because I have a head bowed. And I heard him say, and help us have the best match. I said, what the fuck? You just prayed for the best. Man, we're going to do fine. Now you really got me scared. You're asking God to help us have a good match. Yeah. And so now. I'm nervous as shit because we're in the hole, which you're on deck and then in the hole is third, on deck second. So we was actually on the deck, and oh my God, I was hearing the crowds go crazy. It's Atlanta at that time. I think it was a new arena, and I think it seated 17 or 18,000 people. It was slam ass full, and so I'm hearing all that cheering. I'm like, I'm starting to get nervous. Besides the legs, like shit, am I going to be able to perform up to what they expect from me? And then I'm thinking, what if the crowd don't remember me? I'm thinking. Now I'm getting nervous. And Sean comes over and goes, what's wrong with you? I said, they ain't going to remember me. He goes, are you crazy? They remember me. They remember you. You've been here the whole time on TV. I haven't. We were the Rockers, Marty. Nobody's going to forget us. Okay, Sean. But we got up to the curtain. Then our music hits. And our music, we ain't even stepped out yet. And the crowd remembered our music because they popped. Right?
Of course, yeah. They're going nuts. They haven't heard that music in years.
I looked at Sean, and he goes, told you. And I said, it's for you, though. They probably think you're coming out. And then he said, just come on. And we bust out the curtains, to go out. Man, I wish I could show y'all that one. I was so mesmerized that they remembered me. I mean, they were going crazy. It was Rockers, And I'm just sitting there doing this, taking it in, like, holy shit, I missed this. And Sean's like, hey, come on, we gotta go to the ring.
We gotta get in the ring. Let's go.
But bro, I got out there.
Bro, it's been years. When was the last? How many years was it before you had an arena like that?
That was 2005, so 1998. With WCW,
almost 10 years, you don't have that feeling. That feeling's probably undeniable and uncomparable.
It's as I often say,
the normal people don't understand,
and they can't until you feel it. I didn't understand it that much as I did one day when Hogan came out to the ring to save us in Philadelphia at the Spectrum. It used to be the Spectrum. They had popped for us coming out, and then. It was like Sean and I were looking at each other. I thought, wow, that's pretty cool. You can actually, when it's enough energy from enough people focused down into one point, you can feel the vibration, of energy.
The goosebumps.
Yeah. And then Hulk comes, music hits. He comes running out. Oh my God, it was so much electricity. Our hair
thunderous.
For real. Holy shit! Damn. And then. But I guess the point I was going to make and didn't do a good job of it was I did a lot of drugs in my days.
How do we go from
I don't really do them that much anymore.
We were
but
just
I
on the
know-
light side of the moon, and now we're going right back to that dark side.
Anyway, let's just run that back. So anyway, back when I used to, I've often said this: there's no drug that I've ever done, and I've done almost all of them. Heroin's probably the only one I missed, and I'm glad.
Jesus Christ, we're going
Yeah.
next level.
Yeah, I'm glad I missed that one. I've seen too many of my friends get hooked on
Listen, don't start talking about gumball machines and bunny rabbits.
it. Yeah, you remember that? Yeah.
Yeah, that
But
episode got us in
but
trouble.
nothing. There's no drug that gets you a better high than that when you walk out and hear 20,000 screaming people screaming for you. Can't beat that.
That I can believe. That's a
Yeah.
different kind of feeling, you know.
Definitely. You've been around it.
I've had my little glimpses of it. Hey man, I
Yeah,
had
they-
1,000 people chant asshole one time at MSG. It was great.
Yeah, that was the last thing we did together.
No, this is when I rocked the security guard, and at least 1,000 people were chanting asshole while I was getting dragged out the building. It was great.
Party with
Party
Marty.
with Marty, hell yeah.
MJ in the house.
Beautiful.
We still got stuff at our t-shirt store.
Listen, tell Addie to make some more shirts that we can bring with us to WrestleCon.
Okay, yeah, we got to have a bunch for WrestleCon. WrestleCon does so good. WrestleMania weekend is just
bring her
unreal.
back some money.
Yeah, okay. I'll tell her when if she comes to moderate or
I'm going to
analyze.
show a picture though. In that same week that you had the reunion, you also had a match with Kurt Angle.
Yeah, that was the next night.
Wow,
Wait, let me the picture to the right. That's my.
that's not Swaggy. You're cheating on Swaggy.
No, this is back then after the baptism. Now I'm at my home. Now I'm home, and that Swaggy, I had him baptize me too.
Double baptism.
You know what's funny though? Look how relaxed he is. He ain't got a care in the world.
Yeah,
And the dog's scared of the water. The dog
I
is
can't even believe that you have, and that cat has all its claws,
Yeah.
and it didn't kill you.
No, he loved the water.
Wow, that's rare. Cats hate water.
Yeah, I actually built him a little boat.
Now look at you lunatic on the left over here. You're like 6 feet in the air. You're literally your feet. Are
No, it
almost
was
above-
6 feet right there. I was up about 12 feet.
That was off the top rope, right?
Yeah,
Again,
off the top of the turnbuckle.
you never learned your lesson. You didn't even change your signature move. You should have changed it. Look at this thing. My God, I can't even imagine the impact that's going to have on your feet when you're coming down, right?
Well, but at this point, I'd already been doing that kind of thing my whole career. So at that point, it was 25 years in. 25 years, because I did that from the beginning.
That's dead ass one of the craziest fucking moves I've ever seen, because you see a lot of these guys, they go off the top rope, but ain't none of them landing on their feet the way you were landing on your feet, man. That's
and
next level
you
shit.
know, even Macho Man did go up once, and because he saw me do it, and he goes, "Well, brother, you got to save that for TV." And that's just, I was like, why? I want to cheat the people that paid their money at the house show.
Yeah.
He goes, you will last a lot longer.
That's just like, yeah, he was wrong.
But then the next night he gets up on the top rope, on the post, and he's going to jump. He jumps down to the floor, but he got squatted all the way down and kind of eased his way down. Man, I would actually jump up and get some air.
Yeah, I've been watching a lot of the old videos of you doing that specific move. I want to put together like a compilation of every one that I can find on the internet of you just jumping off the top rope
and then
again and again.
And then wonder why the ankles.
Hell yeah, man. Well, now,
so
real
that
quick, hold on. You sent me this slide.
Yeah, I just showed that was when Sean and I, the first time we met. That's DJ Peterson on the right. That's my best friend in life, and
I thought that was Scott Hall.
That's how the whole fight in his dressing room happened. Because Dave, when he signed in to our hotel, everybody thought he was Scott Hall, and we got discounts.
Wow.
At hotels around Kansas City in that area. So he told me, he says, I walked in and they said, "Hey, Scott Hall, holy shit, what are you doing here?" And he said, "Well, I figure I might as well get the rate. I was just signing in to Scott Hall." And he did. Then the room we had a party. I know that's hard to believe. We had a hella party in there. and nothing got broke but a lamp. We took the beds because we had so many people over. The bed, slide one mattress off, put on the floor, so we got more room for people to sleep. Which nobody was sleeping. But yeah, man, and then a broken lamp, and it took it out of my check because when my next check it said minus hotel damage $15. I got that receipt somewhere. That check stub somewhere. But it got back to Scott Hall. Now I put his name down and destroyed the room to get him in trouble. And and then Bob Brown told him, you need to go do something about it. Meaning telling him to jump me. And I wouldn't be worried if he jumped me while I was awake. But I was sleeping on the table, hungover, sleeping on a table in the dressing room. And the next thing I know, man, I'm on my hands and knees in the dressing room, looking at everybody staring at me. And I see Scott, fuck shit. And he goes storming out the babyface side, our dressing room. And I'm not even, what's happening? DJ Dave, piece of my friend, he says, come here, Marty. And he pulled me in front of a mirror. My lip was split. There was half of over here and half over here. And my eye was hanging open. I'm like, what the fuck? Everybody was like, he just came in and started waylaying on you.
Definitely not an easy day at the office.
What's that?
Definitely not an easy day at the office that day.
Nah, and the next night I had to wrestle in St. Louis with stitches in my lip and stitches in my damn eye.
Definitely not as easy as this gig. This gig's a little easier than that gig.
Yeah, that's all I want to do anymore.
When's the next
I would love to be able to get in the ring and wrestle. What?
We got to make the next Rocker reunion happen.
Oh, well, I don't want to post
the people show up for it. I mean, look at all these people that showed up for you.
Oh, you mean like signing wise? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, sure. Oh, yeah. We're not putting you in the ring right now. I don't think we want to. I don't think the ankles.
Hey, look, man.
I don't think we want to put Sean in the ring right now. Forget you. I think you would be more fine than Sean would right now. Sean's looking a little nimble.
I just do everything. Upper half, I still can do everything I ever did. Maybe not as quick as when I was 20, but I mean, if the ankles ever do heal up, I could.
The fans love you guys, though, man. You guys are like fan favorites, lifetime fan favorites, and I think that reunion proved it to you when you came out and you heard all those people go crazy. Obviously, everybody still remembers.
I was the deer in the headlights. I was like, holy shit. If it hadn't been for Sean, I was like, all right, come on, Marty. We got to go to the ring now. I was just sitting there soaking it in, it was TV taping. So you can't, don't kill too much time. Come on.
Oh, my God. Did Shawn Michaels fight Bob Backlund?
No, he was just there. Bob likes to come up to you and grab you in a bear hug and hug you.
Yeah, I've seen him do that.
Pull you off the, off the ground. And I think, showing you he can still, even at his age, which shit, he's got to be 78.
Yeah.
Something like that. And I saw him about 3 years ago. The last show I did before 2.5 years ago, 3 years, 2.5, whatever, 2.5. And I don't remember. Oh, it was up in Boston because I had that old thing with Dan Marotti, the Party with Marty show there. And this time it was an event, to be signing that. A lot of old friends were there. Medusa, it was so good to see her. Medusa Michelli. What else did she go by?
Producer?
Yeah, she went by something else, I thought. Well, maybe, but anyway, it was good to see her. I think Bushwhacker, Luke was there. I just talked to him last night for a while, man. We trying to stir up some plans too. That you're going to have to come down to Tampa because he's got some good ideas of some stuff we can do together.
So he wants me in Tampa. I gotta come down to Tampa. I'm down with that.
Yeah, and Hogan, of course, because
maybe we should just move to Florida. All of us.
Well, that's the plan. That was the plan when the sepsis shit hit. Dirty, filthy hospital.
Maybe we can talk about buying a house together or some bullshit, like a nice.
Well, make sure you get your own room, though.
No, you're gonna have you'll be in the basement.
Oh, okay. Like I am when I'm over at your house.
We're putting your ass in the basement, man.
That's a pretty nice apartment underneath your house.
Yeah, it's not bad at all, man. When was the last time? When was this picture?
That was another Rocker reunion signing. Your signing wise, Mean Gene died shortly after, about 2 years after this. But yeah, that one was a success too. I mean, I get decent lines, but put Sean on the table with you, shit, it wraps out the building.
Yeah, every time.
Yeah, it's funny when that day right there on that one, the two guys who had brought us in. That's in Japan. All that was like to show how long we've been serving, entertainment to the fans. We've been together for, somebody said 6 years on WWE during that Rocker reunion match, whoever was announcing. Man, we were together longer than that. We started in 85 and took it, with a couple matches in NWA. Then went AWA's the Midnight Rockers, and then we were the Rockers in WWE, WWF at the time. We got there in 88. We did a barbershop window in 92. It was 6 years. This was the time I came out. This is when I won the Intercontinental title. He was out there saying, "Hey, man, anybody, any place, anytime." And I had the hoodie over me at first, and I come creeping down. I was trying to do a Mike Tyson walk.
That shit was awesome.
Walk.
Yeah.
And then, and come in, and I had sunglasses on. He goes, "Oh, who's this guy? Get out of here, buddy, before you get hurt." And I pulled the sunglasses off and pulled the hoodie off, and he was having a fit. And Vince was like, "You said anyone, anytime, any place. Will you defend the title tonight?" He's like, No. He don't have his gear. I said, "I got it."
I got it.
Well, no. Oh, shit,
Now, obviously, I got to ask. I'm sure I know the answer, but did Sean know that you were coming out to do that, or was that a surprise?
He'd seen me earlier at TV. Man, I guess everybody tells backstories anyway now. When they called me up to come back in, it was because they found out Sean lied on me. Vince did, and he didn't appreciate it at all. Because he's treating Sean so good, and Sean's his boy toy, and Sean lied to him. Because when that match in the Royal Rumble, where I was wearing that Michelin Man outfit or a big air filter, well, we had just had the best 3 matches anybody's ever had in a row, but because they would put you together to start getting the timing down and what you want to do for the pay-per-view. And I remember telling Vince, so the people, it was Salt Lake City, Denver was the best, absolutely. It was right before we had to drive over to Sacramento for the Royal Rumble. But it was three places before, Denver, Salt Lake, and I can't remember where else. I remember telling Vince, and it was sold out arenas. So it was like, what about them 15,000 people and those 15,000 and those 15,000? He goes, "We're looking to get 15 million. Just get your shit right." For the pay rate or buy rate on the pay-per-view. But so Denver, if I had to point to one single match that was the best ever, it would be that one. And not even a close second. Kurt Angle match, I loved it too. Yeah. But we jump started.
It's because of who you're in the ring with, though. You're in the ring with Kurt Angle. Of course, you're gonna have a banger match, bro.
Yeah, and Sean and I knew each other's thoughts, man.
That's the ultimate match. You guys could have had like 3-4 years of matches, man. Shit, man. You guys could have had a rivalry just like Stone Cold and Bret Hart or Bret and Sean. It should have been Mania worthy.
It would be on the A&E show, like rivalries. It'd be on that.
Yeah, 100%, man. You guys definitely should have headlined a Mania one year.
Well, it was in the plan.
It was in the realm of possibility.
When I came back after the Kurt Angle match, well, that night, man, we're skipping all around. I'm sorry, y'all. That night after the Rocker reunion match, everybody was, giving me hugs like, "Wow, man, shit." And the thing is, Bobby, my brother-in-law, hypothetical brother-in-law, not most, but a lot of the spots in the match was what me and him had done at an independent show. and it went so good. Bobby
Man,
was
it
so
just-
good.
you guys
And
just
that match, brought everybody. When I say everybody, it's probably 1,000 people. It ain't the same thing on the indie world.
Nah, still though.
But you still
get
enjoy the
feeling.
policing
you
people.
still.
But yeah, so most of the spots, Bobby was just grinning so big when I came back in the back because he's like, "Man, we did that. We did it. I think we did it even better." Because I worked with him every day in the school, so our time that was the first and only time I ever touched Kurt Angle.
Yeah.
For that being the first time you've ever touched each other, it was pretty good.
No, it was awesome.
But it's hard to have a bad match with Kurt.
Yes. Who made
I've
this?
watched it a lot. The right again is just showing the history, the Rockers had, and then to the left is somebody sent me that.
Nice.
It's a little shrine for Midnight Rockers was AWA days.
That's a beautiful piece. I'd be interested to know who has that.
I'll see if I can find out.
That's pretty cool.
But yeah,
dude.
In fact, I sold whoever it was. I sold him that shirt.
Tell Addie to make that shirt right there and put the rips in it and everything.
Midnight Rockers, okay.
That's vintage, bro. Like I'm sure a lot of people would love to rock that, bro. Who does WWE own that Midnight? Does WWE own the Midnight Rockers name?
WWE, the Rockers, yes, but not the Midnight Rockers. AWA owned that, and that's why we had to shorten it. I think I might have told you. Hold on.
I wonder who owns the Midnight Rockers now.
My damn bendy dog jumped me again. That motherfucker. Shit.
That bendy dog's gonna be through a lot.
What's that?
You're gonna put that dog through the ringer. Don't take it out of the box, you crazy bastard. Leave it in the
I'm
box.
not going to. It's going right up there with the other 6 or 7 different ones.
Shit, man. We got to make stuff like this. This is kind of stuff that I want to actually start making.
What is it? The toys?
Fans.
Action figures?
No, like nice. Like that's in a plaque. It's framed with glass and it's got collectibles in it. It's nice, custom piece, one of a kind.
Yeah.
I want to make one of a kind stuff for your fans who love you.
So this is the bendy.
That's the major bendy, yeah, man.
So
you know what this is?
I guess it's rubber. I ain't gonna open it. But
what the hell are you? Are you guys answering phone calls to the fans?
No, but after pay-per-views back then, they wanted you to grab the phone line and have people call in, paying $2 a minute to talk to you. Yeah, so me and Tatanka were always together. We were real close, and still are. And we'll see him WrestleMania weekend.
I can only imagine the conversations you guys had with people.
Oh, that's just the conversations.
I wish they had the audio recorded on all of those.
I'm sitting there, and the girl sounds good, so I'm like, I wonder where she can send a picture. How would I get a picture of her? Because this is before cell phones, right?
Yeah.
It's like, how can I get a picture? This girl sounds beautiful. Then I hear Tatanka say, "Where you at?" On his line, "Where you at? Are you anywhere you can drive up?" I'm goddamn, man, you making dates on the damn call line, WWE call line.
That's awesome.
Yeah, me and him have been a lot of places, man. Together.
Yeah, I see. We got more pictures, you guys. Look, the enforcer, Andrew
To
Anderson.
the right is in Israel, and I'm so sad for that. That was my bodyguard, the girl in the middle. That's a bad little girl, man. I was like, when I got there, they said, and the one on the left is somewhere in America, though. And that's what's his name, Anderson.
Yeah,
to the far left. But yeah, we got there, and they assigned bodyguards to us. Nobody's ever done that. I'm like, how bad is it over here?
They gotta keep you safe, man.
Well, no, they say for Americans, because we don't know the factions like the Hamas and
maybe they're saying that, but I think it's because it's legends like Marty Jannetty and Tatanka over here. But speaking of Tatanka, you want to let everybody know that they can see you and Tatanka coming up?
Yeah, you tell them because you got the dates and times.
All right, I'll tell them. April 4th to April 7th, Savage, along with Puppet Master and all my boys from my crew from the Savage Kingdom will be there with Marty Jannetty, Tonka, Black Dahlia, Zaya Brookside, Teal Piper, and Demos. And it's going to be a very good weekend of stars. We're going to be surrounded by superstars.
Dahlia called me last night.
How's she doing?
She's doing good, but she's just She said she hadn't heard from you. She's worried are you taking her off the show.
Oh, she hasn't. Wait, she's off the show?
She just hopes she's still on it.
That's news to me. No, I'm waiting for you to tell me to, when we need her, we can bring her back anytime. She can crash this show anytime she wants. She's Black Dahlia. She's a chainsaw queen. She'll cut my head off. I'm not messing around with her.
Yeah, I see some of them pictures she posted.
She got a goddamn chainsaw, Marty. I'm not playing games with that.
I hope it's plastic.
No, that shit is real, and you're gonna see it and hear it at WrestleCon.
Oh, I saw a video where she cranked it up.
Yeah, I kind of told her to do that, and Billy Gunn got really pissed off. Billy Gunn from the fumes.
From the what?
The fumes that the chainsaw makes. She revved up the chainsaw inside the hotel, and the whole lobby that we were in just smelled like gasoline and shit. It was bad.
She don't care.
I didn't give a fuck either. I said, I'm sorry, Billy. I'm sorry. Zaya Brookside will be there. Teal Piper and Demos will be there. That's Roddy Piper's daughter. I'm sure.
Which one, Demos?
Teal Piper is Roddy Piper's daughter.
Where is she? Which one is she on here right now?
Right there, Teal Piper. The one next to Demos. That's her man. That's her boyfriend or her husband.
That's Roddy's daughter?
Yes, that's Roddy Piper's daughter.
Oh, absolutely. I definitely got to hug her up.
And then, of course, Tatanka in the building along with Savage. We'll be there all weekend long. You can meet this man, Marty Jannetty. Come bring your collectibles. Maybe you want to bring down your new Major Bendy figure that you just pre-ordered and picked up. You can bring that. You can bring Marty's figure. You can bring his cards. This guy's got toys for days. From Hasbro to LGN, Mattel made figures for Marty. Go online and look for some premium Marty merch and bring it and get it signed by the legend himself at WrestleCon in Philadelphia. And Marty, I heard a little.
Don't make me use this.
Holy shit! I heard a little birdie told me that me and you might be crashing WrestleMania Night 1.
It might be what?
We might be crashing WrestleMania Night 1.
Man, I've got a lot of friends up in Philly.
I think we need to go find The Rock, man.
The Rock?
Saturday. He's going to be there. He has a match Saturday night. Let's go find
WrestleMania. Okay.
Rock.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
I can tell, they still got me blackballed because of that damn lawsuit, CTE lawsuit. And so I can't. I usually just call and say, "Hey, can you leave me 4 tickets in whatever city that they're in?"
I'll tell you this, all right? You'll like this offer, okay? I ain't gonna do it for you, but if you somehow manage to make God work in mysterious ways and put me next to The Rock, I will personally pay for 1,000 blowjobs for you.
I don't need to. You don't need to pay them. They do it for free.
No, we're talking about top-notch Dubai.
Oh, you don't think mine are top-notch?
I'm not saying they're not, but you got to see what's going on in Dubai, man.
Oh yeah. Well, buy yourself one. I'm good.
No. I'm gonna take care of you.
I'll buy it for you then.
Oh my God, yeah, I'm sure my wife would love that. No, please don't.
Oh yeah.
No.
Well, you don't want to start shit and didn't tell me my wife.
That's because you don't have a wife. I'm allowed to do that for you.
I got a lot of wifeys.
Not
wives.
Wait,
yeah, wifeys.
Wait, I thought you had girlfriends. Now you have wifeys? What are you doing behind my back?
I ain't got
married?
I'm a no-limit soldier, bro.
Staying busy, man. You probably have like more kids out there than anybody, and we just don't know about it.
No, not a single one out there. We thought one, and I can't say Bianca's name, but that's the one that the first time I ever been called dad outside the bedroom. That ever been called dad.
I'm telling you, I think there has to be I'm willing to believe there's a Marty Jannetty Jr. out there somewhere right now.
Trust me, they would come hunt me down if there was.
No, they don't even know. They don't even know because their mom was wasted that night. She just don't remember who. She doesn't know.
There was one night in Denver, which was always our good time. I shouldn't retell the story because
it has to be a night that you woke up after hooking up and then the girl's just gone. You don't even know her name. It's happened. It has to have happened. There's no way.
It's just kind of like that when I please myself watching porno. I ain't got to say goodbye to nobody. I can lay down and go to sleep now.
That's the cue to end the show, Marty. Tell your people what you want to tell them. Tell them what you want to tell them.
All right. We love y'all. Hey, don't forget WrestleMania weekend. We're going to be there, WrestleCon, 3 or 4 days. But whatever it is, looking forward to seeing y'all there. That'll be my first time back on the road in at least 6 or 8 months. And so, which is how long I've had to watch pornos. But because nothing happens here in Columbus. But so, yeah, man, you come see us. It's always a fun time. You can ask anybody who's ever attended my area during conventions. It's the best place to be. So make sure you come out and see us. We love you. Can't wait to see y'all right back here. Same damn time, same damn place. Love you.
Dude, if you're seeing this right now, you're watching the Party with Marty.
Yeah.